rhythm. I mean, the black man in America is the most copied man on this planet, bar none. Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. How about that question?
What it is, yo? What's up? What it do? So on and so forth. Mighty good day to you, young chap. All of those terms are examples of slang. Oh, you can call yours proper or correct all you want to, but society says otherwise. And while we've all adjusted to slang, we haven't quite grasped the notion of the blaccent. But what is blaccent? Is it a thing we should be offended by? Is it something that was created to shame others away from our community? Or is it just simply that? Our community, the community in which we were raised in. Fearless, what do you think about blaccent, man? Is it a thing, or is it just something that we shouldn't even care about?
I think it's a thing, man. Unfortunately, blaccent to me is basically goes really close to when we were talking about, code switching, right? But I think that it's more along the lines of when it's used by other communities without actually giving the support of that community that you're stealing it from. Obviously, the black community. You told me during our episode, the code switcher episode, and during other things as well, when we talked about was Whoopi Goldberg correct? You said something that I thought was very profound. You said that they can take the way they do their hair, they can take the way they dress, they can take the way they talk, they can take the way the music that they listen to, but they don't have to have all of that shit and then also our skin. Because we can have all of that, but we can't take off our skin. And we get justified by that. But you can steal everything else from us, but they still going to have that skin that makes them non-threatening as a black woman or man.
Exactly. We keep that one thing that makes us fearful.
We keep that one thing. Yeah. So they can, and the problem is that they can remove all of that shit. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to keep it 100% jiggy with you. I listened to Jonah Sean or whatever. Sorry, on Twitter. I put his name up there because I know I'm pronouncing it right because y'all know nigga can't read, like Kanye West said. So basically, don't throw no contracts at me. You know a nigga can't read. So say la vie. That boy killed that verse, boy. Anyway. That's from that black skinhead, I believe. So, all right, back to the regularly scheduled ranting program. All right, so he was talking about in the video that he had posted where he was stating that as a black Asian person, he understands how people will take and use a blaccent to be able to make jokes or to be funny. He was like, it seems to him like she's doing like a minstrel show, where he's taking certain elements of, taking certain elements of black culture, saying it comes funny out of this little Asian 5 foot tall lady. And you know what I mean? She doesn't really get no support and go ahead and say, okay, we're going to move the black community along. And then as soon as she get into the big time Hollywood, as soon as she gets hired in Disney and all that shit, all that blaccent shit ends, bro. She sounds like a regular, person.
So she stopped doing that. Awkwafina stopped doing that blaccent shit once, like she got hired on to do Marvel movies and all that everything.
Bullshit and all the farewell and all these.
So it became like more proper.
I would say less black, less our terminology, less slang to keep it a buck. You know what I mean? Like she would never say keep it a buck in those movies. Now, this is, and I understand that. It makes sense. But hold up, because I know you're gonna be like, hold up, wait. But this is my point, and then I'll let you go, Wayne. And you can go ahead and give me your point. This is my point. I watch Nora from Queens. It's a show that comes on Comedy Central. I thought that show, she was going to stop doing that shit because she's so hooded in that show. I thought she was going to stop it because she's doing Shang-Chi and shit with, you know what I'm saying, Disney. And Disney, it's Disney, man. Fucking the moose or the mouse and all of those. You know what I mean? It's Disneyland.
Yeah.
So the most gangster they get is Star Wars. Honestly, that's the most gangster you're going to get with Disney. Like, you're not getting nothing else popping off. But she still did Nora from Queens. And yeah, she does talk with like that black accent. But this is a lady that I think came up with the Wu-Tang Clan. She came up, and
Right.
I'm not saying that because she's Chinese. I'm saying it because that was one of the biggest influence in fucking New
nobody
York.
was even thinking
right?
about
But
that,
that's
yeah.
one of the biggest influences in New York. She grew up in New York. Like people from fucking New York, they have that type of accent and style, and that's the way you move in that city. She got popular because of rapping with the song My Vag. Like she has dropped multiple rap albums. Now, they say that she left that blaccent when she got into superstardom. I honestly feel like that you can't act the same way in every role of movies. Like you think that, you know what I mean, you can bring that like slang and shit to like to all movies, bro? That's not what it is, man. Like,
No, not at all.
I mean, it's acting.
Not at all. No.
It's acting, bro. Like, you can't. And also, they say like, oh well, Nora, the real lady, her, you know, her real name, she doesn't act like that. Well, motherfucker, I don't act like super duper, you know what I mean, like hooded in every place I go. Neither. Some places professional. Some
Right.
place I don't need to act like that because that language is not needed or called for. Some places I don't feel comfortable. She don't know what the fuck she feel comfortable doing. She confused like all the rest of us. She's from fucking New York, bro, and she ain't from like, you know what I mean? She from New York, man. Like she went to school with black folk. She did what you fucking think she gonna do. Lastly, I would say a linguistic will tell you, a linguistic person, that's their profession. They will tell you that anytime that you're around a certain amount of people, you're going to assimilate with their culture. And you will always keep that with you. So when I go back to New York, I sound like I'm from New York. But guess what? When I go and see Wayne in Atlanta, I get them y'alls and all that fucking long drawn shit. You feel me? And whoop de whoop, it comes out. Right?
Yeah.
So do you think that an Asian person that hang around a bunch of black folk for her whole life, when she goes around them, she's not gonna be like, girl, bitch, all of that? Of course she's going, that's gonna pull out of her. And then guess what? Her friends gonna be like, shut up, bitch. And they gonna talk the same way. Like, I understand us being mad. And I understand her apology wasn't the greatest in the world. She should have said, yeah, okay, I do use blaccent. That's true. But like she tried to explain, that's only because of where I'm from. And I represent New York everywhere I go. Like, God damn, y'all, like, y'all be dying on these motherfucking hills, man. And we got a lot of other shit going on right now that y'all motherfuckers need to be worrying about. It's war's about to start, nigga.
Way much more
God
important.
Damn,
Right.
like I know y'all won't be mad at everything, but you can't be mad at every fucking thing. At the end of the day, she's still a minority woman.
So,
go ahead, Wayne, bro. What you think, man, about this shit?
Let me jump in, man. About the blaccent, I do think it's a thing. I don't think it's as big as a thing as we're making it out to be. We just want to, I think we're just trying hard to keep that accent into the community, but it's nothing that we can really keep in the community. Cause just like you said, I agree with what you said is it's about where you're from. You are who you're around most of the time. And if there's an Asian person that is in a black community and they hang around those people, then they're going to pick up on those traits. I want you to find a video and put it like right here. I'm gonna try to find it and send it to you. It's a video of Luca. I think his last name is Doncic. I forget how to pronounce it. It's weird. But Luca from the NBA.
He play here in Dallas.
Luca from the NBA. He's on the sideline. Yeah, no doubt for the Mavs. There's a video of him on the sideline during practice. And I don't know what happened, but somebody missed a shot or something like that. And Luca he was like, God damn. And like, he was like, I'm like, yo, ain't Luca from
some shit, bro.
Blagojevich? Yeah, okay, there you go. So Blagojevich, one of those countries out there somewhere, right? But either way, no. I know Bulgaria. I mean Blagojevich. Isn't that one of the countries? No. All right. Well, look,
it sound like it though.
Luca's not from this country.
It's not.
Yeah, Luca's not from this country at all, man. But for him to just be like, God damn, like he's one of us, like on the corner, like we just seen something, like damn, that's who he's around, man. That's us right there. He's not pretending or putting on. He just picked up on those traits. And so when he's in front of TV, so yeah, he might, suit up a little bit, his language a little bit. You know what I mean? Because technically he's not from the streets. But when you're being yourself around people that you're comfortable with, you pick up on their slang, you pick up on what they are, and it becomes a part of who you are. Right? Yes. So you can't, like I said about Luca, putting on a shirt and tie and shit like that when it comes to his speech when he's on TV. Same for Aquafina. She could act like Nora from Queens on Comedy Central, because Comedy Central is paying you to be funny and to be yourself. Right. The majority of the time that I've listened or I've watched Comedy Central, that's what they pay people for. To be you from where you're from. You ain't got to change much. Just be funny because it's Comedy Central. She can't act that way with Disney. If anything, I think Disney is taking this crown because they found her and put her on, so to speak, and put her in, in the Shang-Chi movie because, she is an Asian film. So you want to find, Asian people, rightfully so. So let's take Nora from Queens, Aquafina. She was in Crazy Rich Asians, I believe, that movie that was just like spectacular. Like people love that fucking movie. It was like just Hamilton when it comes to, how big it was at the time. Man, it was just that movie that everybody talked about. And so they took her and they made her and put her in, and you can be yourself somewhat, but you're going to have to brush it up a little bit. You're going to have to clean yourself up a little bit because at the end of the day, this is Disney. And if they don't want to be the cause or the reason for other people changing, for them to get a blaccent. This is supposed to be, we're trying to be open and inclusive for all races, but we don't want you to act like how you act on Comedy Central so much. You know what I mean? That's to be expected. That's why I feel like Disney's taking that crown.
And she did say some black shit in that movie.
Did she?
She acted a little bit black, but she was really quiet in that movie. And I think the reason why is because she's going to eventually be Shang-Chi's love interest, right? But like she's playing like his best friend. And through the movie, she was just confused as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But she has a naturally raspy voice. So she already sound kind of like us. Cause a lot of us be like, motherfucker, I'll blow this bitch up. But a lot of us sound like that. So that's just a New York thing. They got that two pack a day voice cadence. I don't know what to call it. But like you said, man, like what the fuck, man? Like Chadwick Boseman and like, all them, like even Killmonger they come in there talking about what's up, motherfucking niggas. Yeah, nigga, you know what time it is, bro. Like he ain't come out there like that. He was on some more like, yeah, you fucking with my ancestors. True. But he wasn't going off, bitch, nigga, this and whoop de whoop. Like, this is Disney, bro. Like, maybe it's because I feel like people don't think that she apologized the right way. Or the fact that she seemed like she
what did she need to apologize for in the first place? She need to
apologize for getting on as an Asian person using a black voice and then not representing or saying thank you to all the black people in the black culture.
I don't understand that. Like, what?
You gotta go back, nigga.
I don't get that. That's like for one, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I can't thank every black person, but you want to thank black society. Then if I do that, niggas probably gonna want money. You know what I mean? But either way, she can't thank every single person and everybody because this is what I believe. It's about where she's from. She's from Queens. That's how they talk. That's what she picked up. That's the lingo. That's the slang. That's what it is. But who is she supposed to thank?
Supposed to thank black
like,
culture?
thank black people.
Black culture,
thank black people. Like, no, bro. That's weird. That's weird.
So do you think that when people like that get to the bag, they leave black culture alone?
So I think, let me answer in two parts. First, as far as Aquafina goes, I feel like she's fighting her own battles as an Asian woman.
Fucking truth.
So she needs to focus on that. Her and the blaccent, that's her being herself and who she is. And she had to, like, I guess, turn that off a little bit for Disney. But for her to have to say thank you to black people. She has her own shit she has to deal with in her community. Let her deal with that. If she's on and she got some paper now, let her deal with that in her community. Let her figure out her community. Let her help her community out first. If she wants to do anything after that, cool. That's her fight over here. Now, for everybody who gets on, and the question is, forget where they came from, or they start just acting,
When they get on, they start acting
speaking
different.
proper.
Yeah, they just act different. Yeah.
Acting different. In business, in lower tier business, like I guess regular business, like you and I, what we do, regular business, yes. More so in Fortune 500 company type businesses than in Hollywood. And especially more so now, a lot less now in Hollywood, because we're more open to do more things. Hollywood's opening up as far as allowing black people and other people of color to make their own films and make their own just push their art out there. So we're allowed to be ourselves more, rather than just, you know, be ourselves and then get on it and shuck and jive. You got Kevin Hart who did his thing coming up, you know, on the comedy scene. And then, you know, the more he did the DVD, straight to DVD movies, the Rockefeller movies, and he hasn't changed himself one bit. In every movie, his voice is the same. When he does animated movies, his voice is the same. So yes, I know that you can stay the same and still be successful. But in the Fortune 500 companies, for the people that work the 9 to 5, the 40 hours, the 40 plus hours a week, yeah, it's a lot more prevalent when it comes to that. You know, we get on and we forget where we came from. Because, you know, like the white, it's almost like the OJ syndrome to me. It's like OJ is, you remember back in, when the documentary, the Made in America documentary for OJ, there was a scene where some white people had come up to him and shook his hand. It's like, oh, it's nice to meet you, OJ, and you're great, and this and that. And he's like, that's wonderful. Don't you get it? Like, I'm OJ. They don't see me as black. They see me as OJ. Like, whatever I've done, I've been so successful at, and they love it so much that they don't see me as that black guy over there anymore. They say, that's this guy, and this is his first name, and we know who you are, and we like you. So I think it's that whole OJ Simpson that kind of jumps into our head when we kind of make it. And, you know, when the other man is proud of us, you know, that I'll say it like this, man. Acceptance is a hell of a drug, bro. And when we get that pat on the back from an elitist, bro, that's like your first hit of crack cocaine, man. I'm telling you, we want more of it.
I agree with that it is, acceptance is a hell of a drug. I would say that there has been, in Aquafina's case, no, I don't agree that yes, she does use a black accent, say black words, and use black slang and all of that shit at certain times. But then also she doesn't, just like we do. Does she give credit to black culture and all of that bullshit? I don't know, but I know she supported the Black Lives Matter movement. I know she supports gay rights. And I damn sure know she supports Asian rights. You could say the same thing about like an artist such as China Mac. China Mac is from Chinatown, right? He's from China. He's an artist. He has a big YouTube platform. Does music. Right now, he's going to war, and not war, but like protesting, because there's a lot of black on Asian crime happening in New York, all over the United States. But there's some weird ass racial divide that's going on between black people and Asian people. And I don't fucking get it. And the reason why I don't fucking get it is because I don't know about you, bro, but every fucking school I ever went to, we always had Asian people that went there. Them motherfuckers come over here and they just as broke as us, bro. Now, do they act the same when they get money? I don't fucking know. I can understand where you coming from. But at the same time, we all minorities in this bitch. And you got to remember one simple thing, man. As a black person out there, everyone is going to steal our culture because we make culture ass. Like, if we get mad at every single person, don't fucking do or listen to nothing, bro. Don't buy Gucci or Fendi because all of that shit is us, my nigga. Don't buy Versace because that's us, my nigga. Don't get private planes. We made that dope. Don't get fancy cars. We made that dope. And it's another person profiting off of it. Don't wear Nikes. Don't wear none of that shit. Don't watch the NBA and don't watch the fucking NFL because we made it popping. You had Joe Namath out there. He was the coolest nigga. That's who was Mr. Cool. Now you got fucking Lamar Jackson running around circles around these motherfuckers. Like, we made swag. We invented it and we patented it. And everyone takes from us. Right. You got to understand it. You got to understand that shit happens, bro. But you going to destroy another minority and a lady? That's and the Asian people ain't never got no respect in this country like that. We ain't, and neither fuck do they. We talk about them talking about making chicken wings and my motherfucking fried rice. Don't lie. You know what the fuck I'm talking about, goofy. Everyone do it. I'm going to Ching Ping to go get some of that fucking MSG. We say shit like that all the time. When have you ever seen an Asian actor besides Jackie Chan and Jet Li and Bruce Lee jumping around this bitch and being taken serious as a real actor?
Yeah.
That's why Crazy Rich Asians was important.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Stop this fucking divide, bro. She said that this is a part of her culture. She's from fucking New York. If she was from fucking Texas talking like that, then yeah, this bitch is racist. Cause she don't talk like that down there.
Right.
Like, for real, man. We doing infighting with people that's our allies. Killing Asian people left and right. And I go on the fucking internet and I read these crazy ass comments from black people on Twitter, which is probably just the most angriest motherfuckers in the world, which y'all have a right to be because life sucks. But goddamn, man, she apologized. Now she didn't apologize. She didn't say, I'm sorry. What the fuck? How about we go after Justin Bieber for stealing black culture? How about that? I don't see nobody talking about that motherfucker.
Right. The real issue. That's the real problem right there, bro.
Talking about Justin Bieber sniffing coke, going up on trees and shit, but then he want to make songs with every black person that he can find so he can be popular. That's bad. That's bad things.
Well, let me ask you this. So if blaccent is a real thing, that means that some people could fake it. Why would some people in your eyes, why would some people want to fake the blaccent?
I would say there's a certain level of people trying to make fun of us, right? That blackface bullshit, trying to make fun, trying to act black because they think it's funny, right? There's a certain level of that. Let's keep it 100. Everybody know racism is. I ain't got to fucking explain that. But overall, I think it's because we are the cool race. And it's real. I know it's racist to say that, but we are, motherfucker. I don't know what else to tell you. In America, we are the cool shit. In Africa, we are too. I mean, shit, there's British little white kids, 12 years old, talking about clapping niggas and I'm wanting all the smoke and whoop-de-whoop in Britain. We are we are the race that people want to be. We are cool when you broke. But when you rich, ain't nobody really want to act like no nigga. And I guess, like my baby said, everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. And that is a problem.
Exactly.
And I guess if you put that to Aquafina, you do have a point. And I see why people are mad. Because everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. And she kind of don't want to be a nigga when she's starting to get the real bag. But I think that people want to act black, man, because we just the coolest race, bro. And we don't do it. We do it without trying, man. Like, we just invent new shit, like P.
Yo, what does that mean, man? I'm so glad you brought that up.
I'm keeping it a G. I'm keeping it a buck.
So what's the significance for pushing P though? It's
a song that Gunna and Future is on called Pusha P. And the sign is like the parking thing. Cause that's like the emoji.
Yeah.
So niggas just like, I'm keeping it P. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing P. Like, it's like, I'm just, I'm keeping it G. I'm hustling out here. It's multiple ways to use it, like kind of like slack. So.
Yeah.
Thank God for TikTok.
I'm glad you brought that up, man. Cause I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to ask you, like, what the hell is pushing P mean? I'm getting old out here in these streets. But okay.
Go on that TikTok.
Another story I wanted to tell about blaccent. Nah, man. I just learned from you, man. It's easier.
Got to keep up with the lingo.
I get lost in TikTok.
So.
Another story I wanted to tell about the blaccent.
the blaccent.
Also was about Michael Jackson, man. I remember Jermaine Jackson had told this story of when back when he was dating Janet. He's like, yo, Michael is a nigga too. You know what I mean? Like, Michael straight up was a nigga too as well. Like, we talking about blaccent, but Michael would talk about this head, just trying to be proper and talk like this. He's like, yo. Michael used to be like, yo, fuck you, nigga. And nigga, don't be talking to me and shit like that. When he was him around his brothers, let's say a family barbecue or some shit. Like, Michael Jackson would talk that talk too, man. So, look, it's about where you from. Gary, Indiana wasn't no joke, man. You can't kick that shit out of your system, bro.
Nigga.
You know what I'm
Gary,
saying?
Indiana.
I'm saying, bro.
You think that he could be sitting there talking
saying.
about, oh, I'm Aladdin and I'm still a child.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, they don't give a fuck who you is. They will stomp your punk ass out. Don't you go out there doing that shit, man. Gary, Indiana is one of the worst
Don't
places
do that.
in the
Please
world.
don't.
They ain't no jobs. The number one job there is robbery and trapping. Those 25% of the people there either do that or that. They rob the robbers rob the trappers, and then the trappers work with the police, and the robbers rob the police and the trappers. That place is bad, man.
So it's like The Departed when everybody's a rat. Everybody's a snitch and they ratting on each other and you don't know who's who,
Niggas dropping
man.
off the top side of buildings and shit. Niggas is getting their head blown off without you expecting. They're killing all main characters in Gary, Indiana. Nigga, this ain't no game. So,
man.
I
It's real out there.
told y'all one of our first episodes when we talked about Michael Jackson that he was not Twinkle Toes. I told y'all he's a real nigga, man. He drink Hennessy and he played pool. But sometimes when you're trying to sell products to children, you can't act like, hey, yo, bitch, why you flipping and kicking this nigga's ass? I ain't know you had all these superpowers, motherfucker. Like, you can't talk like that. I'm sorry.
You got to know how to turn it on when the camera turns on, man. You can be yourself afterwards. Get the check first.
Thank you. And she still did Nora from Queens, and she don't do nothing. I believe that she, besides when she's on the red carpet, besides when she's doing this shit, I believe that is not her authentic self. I feel like she is code switching to be professional, just like we have to.
Right.
I feel like when she go home, she is literally Nora from Queens. She smoke weed, she smoke a blunt, she wears some fucked up ass Nike sweatpants and a fucking hoodie, and she put on her clogs or some shit, and she be walking around the crib talking to herself, listening to fucking lo-fi radio, high and getting drunk off wine. Just like every other black chick on there that's dissing her on Twitter. She just like us. Her skin is just a little bit different. God damn, nigga, act like you ain't never had a walk in your house before. What about that, motherfucker?
Really,
you eat
man?
egg rolls every week, and you got nerve to talk about somebody. Y'all niggas killed me, man. Y'all niggas killed me, bro.
Bro, for $5, man. Yo, almost every Chinese spot got like 3 wings and some rice for $5 or something like that, man. Didn't fit us for ages. You know what I mean? And now we want to hate each other. Yeah, man.
Trains, robbing them, beating them, and then you going this. The only Asian person that's popping in all of Hollywood. The only one. The last one was the lady from Hidden Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or whatever it was.
Oh, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
That was 98. So come on, man. Wu-Tang is for the children, man. Y'all need to remember that shit, bro. Like, for real. What about that? We stole their whole culture and made a whole bunch of albums off of that shit.
Word, man. But you know what? I kind of feel like that was I don't know, man. I think they took for us and we took for them. You know,
you said what?
Because they definitely we took for them. You know, because they love a they love a good what is it called? Not a garage sale.
Here comes the stereotype racist.
Would it be no? See, yeah, you're right.
He said they
you're
love
right.
a good.
You're right. So we gonna go ahead and we go. No, we gonna end this one. We gonna end this one because I think I was gonna say something problematic.
See, y'all. Even us, when we trying to be uber conscious of motherfuckers' feelings, y'all gotta lay off, man. Go outside, take
a little
walk.
tough. It's a little.
Get the fuck off Twitter and leave this lady alone. Y'all made her quit social media, which I don't think she needs anymore. Who gives a fuck? But you know what I'm saying? She doesn't need it. She doesn't need it. You know what I'm saying? But we do at the You Feel Me podcast on Twitter under the name, what is it? You Feel Me Cast. I can't remember. Boom. Follow us.
So Twitter, please follow us on Twitter at You Feel Me Cast. And you can follow us on IG as well at You Feel Me Pod. Okay. But most importantly, you can find us on YouTube, man. Find us on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, go into the search bar, put it in You Feel Me Podcast. You see our beautiful faces. Okay. You click on that. We release an episode every Friday at 11 a.m. Please join us for the live cast, the live stream every Saturday at 12 p.m. Okay. Anywhere your free podcasts are sold. If you can't catch us on YouTube, of course, you can find us, anywhere your free podcasts are. We are on, Stitcher. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Amazon Podcasts. Overcast is the best place you can find us. If you download the Overcast app, you could download, after you download the Overcast app, you download the You Feel Me podcast. That gives us a little bit of kickback. We'll greatly appreciate that. As you can see, we're wearing this beautiful merch. You can get yourself a You Feel Me podcast a beanie. You can get yourself the You Feel Me podcast hoodie. This is the Getting Jiggy With It hoodie. You can find all this and more at You Feel Me podcast .bigcartel.com. Okay? Please help your boys out. You can also get yourself a nice little mug here for the Lowski Woski. It don't cost you that much to support your boys. And since you're supporting your boys and buying some merch, you can also support us on Patron, which is really called Patreon. Patron is a nickname for it, but Patreon, we have 3 different levels you can help us out at. It's $2 level, we got a $5 level, we got a $20 level. You guys, please go on there. We're not doing anything crazy with your money. Any dollar that we get back for this podcast is going straight back into the podcast to help you boys just aspire our dreams and hopes and goals, man, and get to the level that we know we need to be
And for
at,
the
you know?
strippers.
Okay, Jimmy B. Fearless, right across from me, one of the greatest rappers of all time. He dropped 2 albums last year called Fa and Kobayashi. Y'all please go and check them out. Then please go and check out the album reviews that we did for both of those albums, which are just as incredible as the albums themselves. Am I forgetting anything at all, man? I did the merch. I did the socials. I did the, you can find us at on, Tree Link. If you got a Tree Link, we have all of our, Linktree. If you have a Linktree, we have everything there on Linktree. On TikTok, we're on TikTok as well. You Feel Me podcast. Anything else? Is there anything else I'm forgetting?
Nah,
sir?
man, I think that's it. Only thing we gotta do is say peace to the people.
Peace, y'all. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in another episode. We hope that you learned something. Okay. And we hope to see you guys back again next week. Peace.
Like and subscribe, motherfuckers.